Hello beautiful people and welcome to a new video. In this one I have good news. I'm talking about my project BLIGHT results, and it's even better news because I've noticed that all of the bigger content creators now are talking about HEIST. We already knew about that, we spoke about that a week ago, easy. So let's move on to our next one while those guys are still behind, which is BLIGHT maps. And BLIGHT maps, you know, they get a lot of stick. It's because they used to be 5 minutes, right? And 5 minutes per map is, you know, it's a bit long, it's a bit much. But now, you can reduce the time by 2 minutes using teal oils. This is a big improvement, reducing the time to 3 minutes. And then, because you have anointed the map, it is now officially a map modifier, which means the Awakening bonus objective will affect it. As you can see, mine says 14% increased effective modifiers on 9 unique maps. So if you have this full, it will take even shorter. They can go like below 230, I believe. Mine was 243. I have 86, you know, I can't be asked to do all this bollocks. Like, you may have the patience, I do not, and most casual players are not going to do this, you know, so, yeah. Just to show this can be done by casual players. So, this is actually better than HEIST in my opinion, and it's because the overall time investment was a lot shorter than my HEIST video took me. 51 blueprints, if you didn't see it, took me 15 hours. About around 15 hours, 3 blueprints an hour, and I made 70 exalted profit. Now this took me about 7 hours to run all 101 BLIGHT maps. So yeah, it's half the time, and when I get into the profits, you may be actually surprised by how much I made. So just to cover it, how I did it, I farmed in Lyra Arphane, I farmed with Epidemiology, Spores on the Wind, and Immune Response with these Watchstones here, chance to contain blighted maps or oils. And that was also with Secret of the Stones. It took me 247 maps to farm them. If you want to be fast, just buy them. If you don't care, then yeah, feel free to farm them. Okay, so let's get into the loot. I will show you the tab. To start with, this is number 2. This isn't all the loot. That would be pathetic. Here we go. So we have a lot of stat decks, as you can see. A lot of chaos. A good amount of exalts here. A good amount of divine orbs, ancient orbs, GCP. A load of fusings, guys. A lot of fusings. Alterations, which are very costly as well usually because people love crafting and no harvest. A lot of chromos, alchemies, yada yada yada. Scarabs as well. Scarabs are always profitable, so very nice to have those. Maps, and these maps tend to drop a lot more like together, like, you know what I mean, like the same type, which makes it a lot easier to sell in bulk, so that's really nice. Fossils, essences, it all drops from BLIGHT, pretty much everything. So yeah, it's really fucking good. We even got a Shabs in there, so that's nice, and a few other things that I'll talk about. So, shall I open the spreadsheet, which is going to turn me into a ghost because I am pale as fuck. Boom, Jesus. That's England for you. So, farming 101 BLIGHT maps. Investment, my personal investment here, okay, this is from my other video, if you've seen it. It doesn't get as many views as this because I don't have a million exalts in the thumbnail and a clickbaity title. But investment, 2,563 to actually farm them. Now I am doing this with the actual cost it would put if you were to buy them. It's actually a bit more because like this is kind of triple golden chance, but still it's fine. I'll just keep it like that. So ecstasy rate is ecstasy. Exalts to chaos rate is 1 to 154. It costs 3,610 for 101 BLIGHT maps, 150. Chaos to roller BLIGHT maps. Rolling BLIGHT maps now increases the chest count on the tendrils. It does not affect the quantity at all of the chests. It does affect the drop in the middle, but you can get a crazy amount of chests with this. If you roll silver oil specifically, I'm just going to say this as a little tip, they give you 195% quant, so you can hit up to 9 or maybe even 10 if you're lucky chests on a tendril, which is insane. So if I wasn't doing this for the time investment sake, I would be doing silver oils for sure because they would be insane. Teal oils, 43 chaos, very cheap. Chisels, 143.5, 400 chisels, standard stuff. So total investment, 3,946 chaos, which seems like a lot. But if we take a look over here, time investment, 7 hours, which is way shorter than HEIST. 3 times teal for me, 2 minutes 43 seconds per map, 101 maps, 6 hours. Now, obviously, if I was to just count every completion, it would take me 4.5 hours, but you know, you've got to put loot away. There's a little overspill of mobs that you have to kill. But yeah, so it took me 7 hours. You can do it faster if you're efficient. I'm kind of like, I was chilled, so whatever. And now let's jump into the spicy part, the loot. Raw currency. I'm ready to fuck up your hands. Total dropped, what, 7,463 different currencies. Mate, what is this game, bro? I'm gonna have arthritis by the time I'm 30. So, 9.75 raw exalts. This surprised me. I honestly predicted that I would get about 4 or 5 exalts. 9.75 is a really good amount. So yeah, you can get Harbinger shards as well, which give you, well, exalted shards. 285 chaos, nowhere near as good as HEIST in terms of raw chaos. Gem cutters 154, but fusings. Okay, I was also picking up jewelers and then converting them to fusings. So if you do that, you will get fuckloads of fusings. It may be worth it. If you don't want to mess your hand up, then don't do it. But yeah, as you can see, 1,580 fusings. That is a lot. That's 790C alone from fusings. 419 stack decks, which is always cool. Alteration 629. Yada yada. 17 divine orbs. This is counting like 6-link shitty uniques that drop from armor chests, weapon chests, and stuff like that. So if I was to count how many actual divine orb drops I had, it was about 6. There is a lot of 6 links that you get. Ancient orbs, you know, from the Harbinger chest. A lot of scourings, loads of chromatics again, 1,900. But I'm picking it all up for the sake of the video. And yeah, pretty much just standard out from there. Also, Awakened Sextant. Thanks to the, you know, the rise of people spamming for Nemesis mod, these are really expensive. So if you can find a way to farm these, and Blight is a pretty decent way because the map chests pretty much always drop Awakened Sextants when you're doing tier 14 plus. Yeah, you'll make a buttload. You can sell them for 5C each in bulk, so this is 595C. So that's really good. And as you can see, from the raw currency alone, we've made 6,063 chaos. So we have already made profit. So anything out here after this is just, you know, it's golden. It's great. So let's go into the oils. Now, I only counted black, opalescent, silver, and golden because I'm not going to sell like 400 teal oils. I upgraded everything under black to at least black. Once you start upgrading past black, they actually become less in value despite being, you know, higher tier because you can sell 3 black for 3C each. However, an opalescent will cost you 8. And then you can sell 3 opalescents for, you know, 24, but then silver oils are 22, and so on and so forth. So I left them at black, and as you can see, a fair amount. 8 golden oils only dropped, which is less than the exalts, which I thought was pathetic, honestly. That is so bad. But yeah, quite a lot of silvers, loads of opalescents, and loads of black oils. So that amounts to 1,615 chaos. Scarabs, you know, it's not going to be as good as HEIST was either, but the breach tabs, the breach chests, I should say, do drop a lot of scarabs. So this is why I have 35 breach and a little less of the rest. Because the other ones drop from like fragments, and reliquary can drop from unique, but it's not so common. So the scarabs totaling up to 525, which is nice as well. Going over to gems. Now, gem chests are one of the best ways you can make profit in Blight, so it is a bit like random, and obviously I have hit an Enlighten 4 here, as you've probably already read it. Enlighten 4 is 542C at the moment. MAM 2123 is good, 155. Spectral Pro, which was 5C, but I just felt like throwing it in there because it was 2123. I had 2 Precision 21s, which are 166C, and a few little ones, and then we also got a Barrage Support 2123, which is 215C, and a Meat Shield 2123, which was 50C. So quite a lot of gems. I personally feel like I got unlucky with gems, despite how that may look, because I had a lot of gem chests when I did this. So as good as that profit is, I feel like it actually could have been better. So yeah, moving on from that, maps. Now, maps, a lot of people don't like picking up maps, but if you set your favorite on the map device and you have all your watchstones in, you will get your favorite drop quite a lot. I have Toxic Sewer set as my favorite. Toxic Sewer is a great map. A lot of people like to buy this map. They go for 10C each. This isn't the bulk price, this 10C, so I could probably sell them for maybe 11 or 12 if I wanted to, because I have 36 of them if somebody wanted to buy those. But yeah, I've just put it at 360C, so at 10C each. And then the rest, you know, I got some tier 13s. I don't know why it like dropping me so many tier 13s. It was a bit annoying, to be honest. But yeah, those sell for a little bit. And then just a few more tier 15s. And then a bunch that were just random. So I've just threw in at their normal price. And a Coward's Trial, which is very expensive, but it's good for experience. So that's 45C. And you can get those from map chests, and you can also get them from unique chests, so that's pretty cool. Prophecies and uniques, a lot of twice enchanteds. Just like Heist, prophecies, so like the prophecy chests themselves are garbage. Again, just I wouldn't even mind if like those chests were just removed from the game. I got all these twice enchanted from the labyrinth chests, the ones that drop enchanted helmets. Unfortunately, I didn't get any good enchants or bases, and now that lab is so easy to get enchants, everything's quite cheap. They're not really worth anything anymore. But twice enchanted sell for 8C in bulk, so that's pretty nice there. 96C just off those. At Series Foible, 175C. Now you might think that's overselling it, but the ones that I had are actually pretty good rolls. So yeah, you can see that one is almost max mana regen rate and 21 mana. That one's cheaper than the other one, which is 22 mana and 97. So those sell for this one sells for like 100C according to trade, and this one is about 75C at the moment. So yeah, I've just priced it at 175C. Breath Stealer gloves. Oh yeah, this is a good thing to go over. 101 Blight maps, but we I only had 3 actual Blight uniques, which was 2 Spore Guards and 1 Breath Stealer. Breath Stealer is a pretty good glove. These are quite expensive. These are about 1.5x right now. But you can anoint them, so they are pretty fucking good. I used these before in the past. So yeah, those are 1.5x, 231C at the moment. Chevrons, 55C. Memory Vault with decent rolls is 50C. Got a random Death's Harp 6 linked, which I didn't vendor because they are 40C, because I guess you can upgrade it. And a Monstrous Treasure, and those are 60C also, because if you use them in Glennick, they are very good. Essences, loads of essences. Essences, fucking... It's really annoying that they've changed this, because now essences can only drop Screaming, okay? And Screaming essences are a ball ache. And the thing is, okay, they've changed it. So they're like, oh, you can only get Screaming now. You have to do essences to get anything above Screaming. But when you get the Screaming drop, you get like 20 to make up for the fact that you don't get Deafening. And then you just convert them anyway. It's so fucking annoying. Just change it back, please. I don't mind if you can't get Essence of Horrors or whatever. But God, please just let Deafening drop. It's so annoying. But yeah, I've converted them all up. As you can see, that's how many there was. There was loads. This is 112 Deafening. This is more than I got in Heist. 498C at the moment for the ones that I got. Content being the most expensive as usual. And then fossils, not as many fossils. And fossils are quite cheap for the most part now, especially the enchanted RIP 2C. Yeah, jagged, critter scorch, not much to go over there. A few corroded for 4C, 6C each. So yeah, 400C from fossils. And last but not least, just the miscellaneous. So miscellaneous, I threw things in here like the fragment drops that were actually good. Any div cards I got that were worth over like 10C, I guess. There wasn't many of them. Most of the cards just drop in stack deck form, or they just don't drop on your filter. So yeah, I got a few fragments of Constriction, fragment of the Chimera, fragment of the Minotaur, a few, a set for Uber Zeri, Immortal Ignorance being the most expensive at 15C each, and I got 3 of those. One Alluring Bounty from a actual card chest itself, which are about 1.4x, so 215C. A Note in the Wind, 30C, but these go down daily. 3 Patience for 102C, they're about 34C each. Headhunters are still ridiculously expensive, so yep, makes sense. Trapped in Dreams, the 6 link influence one, and then just a few other things here. A Shaped Crystal Belt, which is 1x, because mine is eye level 82. You do ideally want eye level 83, but eye level 83 had like 2.2x upwards, so this one could sell for 1x. And a Val Reliquary Key, which I'm going to open. In fact, I will even open it right now. And we can see what we get. Which is probably going to be a String of Servitude for 1C. Let's have a look. Okay. Is that the upgraded version? Oh fuck, I've got no wisdoms. If this is the upgraded version, that's actually not terrible. where are my wisdoms? There they are. Yeah, that's the upgraded version, isn't it? Oh no, Coward's Chains. It's not. It's not. RIP. But yeah, so what was our turnover? So our turnover, as you can expect, is quite a lot. 1,100. No, sorry, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it? 11,312 chaos turnover, and then our profit 7,366 chaos, you know, deducting the investment. So that is pretty fucking good, right? That is 7 hours. So our profits in Exile is 48.14, which now you look at it and you're like, oh, well, that's not more than 70 heist, guys. Chaos per hour. This is the main thing that counts, right? If I did this at the what I think could be the optimal way, which would be 6 hours, you could make 1,885 chaos orbs per hour, and that is insane, honestly. Yeah, Blight is actually easy money, who would have thought? So yeah, if you want any tips from this, if you're a beginner and you want to know how you can do these, the best build you can make is a summoner. I made this specifically for Blight, as you can tell by the name. So I could do Blight to level 80. I was using summon skeletons, because skeletons, you can put them anywhere on the map and they will just run, fuck off, and kill everything. So it's very easy. And also summoner, unlike every other class, it doesn't lose DPS when you're building towers, so you can build a lot of towers to help you out. So yeah, that about covers it, guys. If you enjoyed it, you know, feel free to let me know, and feel free to leave me any criticism, any feedback. And yeah, I think I've just about covered everything. I will catch you next time, guys. Good luck, and happy hunting.